This is again a big political story, and it came just on the eve of the winter session of Parliament. The Delhi Police Economic Offences Wing has now once again decided to reopen the National Herald case. It's returned to the spotlight. The Delhi Police have now filed a fresh FIR against Congress leaders Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, as well as other accused persons. Now, this is basis a complaint given to them or submitted to them by the Enforcement Directorate. The ED has alleged that the top leadership of the Congress party misused their political position for personal gain. This new FIR includes 6 additional names besides the Gandhis. What does this FIR say? The first FIR alleges a criminal conspiracy to engineer a fraudulent takeover of the Associated Journals Limited, AJL, which was a publisher of the National Herald newspaper. Investigators claim that the process was designed to wrest control of AJL's vast set of properties, set to be spread across prime locations in several Indian cities worth over 1,000 crores. Congress's top leadership, referred to the FIR in the party's first family, is accused of abusing their political position to facilitate this private transfer. They allegedly secured personal benefits in violation of corporate and ethical norms. The FIR also says that decisions were taken under the guise of party strategy, but ultimately resulted in private control of public assets. And the third charge is the most explosive one in the new FIR. Investigators are alleging that assets worth 2,000 crores were effectively grabbed through Young Indian, which is a company in which the Gandhis hold majority control. The FIR claims that Young Indian gained the ownership of AJL's assets by paying just a fraction of its original value.
Rahul Gandhi never cares, I am telling you. Let them put him to jail. He will never care for anything. It is not good. I also appeal to the central government. This vindictive attitude will not give you fruits. It will only demoralize your ethical values.
राहुल और प्रियंका को डराने की कोशिश ना करें। ना राहुल डर रहा है, ना प्रियंका जी डर रही हैं। कोई नहीं डरेगा इनसे, कोई नहीं दबेगा।
क्योंकि ईडी का मामला ऑलरेडी चल रहा था।
ईडी का बाप ले आओ भाई, क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है? आप ये तो आपके तोते हैं, इन्हें तोतों को कहीं भी बिठा लो आप। जहां बिठाना चाहो वहां बिठाओ, जेल में डाल दो, इससे ज्यादा कुछ नहीं कर पाओगे।
So what exactly is the crux of the National Herald case? Now, as per the Enforcement Directorate, Associated Journals Limited, which is the publisher of National Herald as well as other publications affiliated with the Congress party, took a loan of about 90 crores, allegedly from various shell companies. Young India owned the National Herald, and Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi had 38% shares each in Young India, which means they had majority control. They had 74-75% control of this company, Young India, which was, by the way, a Section 25 not-for-profit company. The ED then alleges that the Congress then assigned all the debt of Associated Journals to Young India with just a paid-up capital of 50 lakh rupees. The ED's probe and its FIR also reveals that Young India took over AJL and its associated properties for just 50 lakh rupees. The allegation is those properties that AJL had were worth over 1,000 crore rupees. The ED claims that the Congress wrote off the remaining 89.5 crores. The allegation is that Young India took over the assets of the defunct print media outlet in a malicious manner to gain profit and assets worth over 2,000 crores. Now, there is already an ED investigation that is going on in this case. So you may ask, why has this fresh FIR been registered by the Delhi police? According to the FIR, 3 other additional individuals, including Congress veteran and senior technocrat Sam Pitroda, who's now been named as an accused. It also lists Associated Journals Limited and Young India as accused entities, alleging that both the companies were instrumental in these transactions. Investigators have unearthed new information about a Kolkata-based shell company which allegedly acted as part of a layered financial network. A 1 crore payment from a company named Detox Merchandise to Young India is also under the scanner now. Officials are alleging that this was not a routine business transaction, but this was part of a structured financial arrangement. The FIR further says that the money provided by Detox Merchandise was eventually used in the acquisition of AJL, allegedly enabling the Gandhi family to gain indirect control of all the assets under AJL.
तो जो एसोसिएट जर्नल थे, जो चलाते थे इस कंपनी को, जो नेशनल हेरल्ड पब्लिश करती थी, उसको एक नई कंपनी बना करके यंग इंडिया लिमिटेड के माध्यम से संभवतः उसकी पूरी शेयर को खरीद दिया गया, बाद में माफ कर दिया गया। तो 50 लाख रुपए में पूरे एसोसिएट जनरल के शेयर जो हैं वो इस नई कंपनी के पास आ गए, जिसमें सोनिया जी और राहुल गांधी के 76% शेयर थे, मेजॉरिटी शेयर, और बाकी माइनर कुछ थे स्वर्गीय ऑस्कर फर्नांडिस वगैरह के पास। इसका फायदा क्या हुआ उनको, लाभ क्या हुआ कि नेशनल हेराल्ड की जितनी बड़ी बड़ी संपत्तियां हैं, ये सभी जमीनें कांग्रेस सरकार ने दी थी, सरकारी जमीन सस्ते भाव पर, वो सारी संपत्ति के भी मालिक बन बैठे।
Bharatiya Sarangi continues to be with us, Lok Sabha MP and national spokesperson of the BJP. Kapil Madan, advocate and political analyst, is now joining us. Kapil Madan, so the straightforward case that the ED is making out to be, and now the Delhi Police FIR of the Economic Offences Wing also says the allegation against Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi is that Associated Journals Limited, which had taken a loan of 90 crores, the assets worth over 1,000 crores under AJL were transferred to Young India, which was a Section 25 not-for-profit company, on just a upfront capital of 50 lakh rupees. All of the assets of AJL were transferred to Young India at a pittance, at complete peanuts in terms of the actual value of those properties to what was the upfront paid up capital by Young India. This was done explicitly to benefit the Gandhi family, specifically Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi. How do you respond?
So Zaka, let me, respond by first saying when you don't have an evidence, you try to create optics, and let me give you a reason why. You would recall that recently the trial court was supposed to pass an order taking whether the court takes cognizance of the National Herald PMLA complaint or not. When this is pending, after almost 10 years, the ED wakes up and ED realizes that, there is no predicate offense which will be the, basis on which your PMLA complaint would stand. Now, at this stage, at this belated stage, just because you want to keep the political pot boiling, you have got this registered, and this is nothing because you want to further complicate, you want to further, cause procedural delays in the matter which is now being heard by the concerned PMLA Rouse Avenue Court. So this is where we are. And one again, I would like to educate your viewers that it is the same agency that has less than 1% conviction rate, and it takes 10 long years to get this FIR register. Zaka, I mean, if you will take 10 long years, I mean, you will take at least 5 times the amount of time in conducting the trial.
No, but Kapil
Because the
Madan,
idea is,
answer the merit of the case that's been made out
I'll
against
answer.
Rahul Gandhi and Sonia
Yes,
Gandhi.
yes, thank you, Zaka. I am coming there. Now I am coming there. Again, anyone who understands the element of corporate law, the property of a company is different from the shareholders. Now the property still remains with AJL. Now what has happened is that certain shares of AJL has been bought by Young India, which is also a not-for-profit company. That means no person get any dividend, no person get any profit, and the property of AJL remains with AJL. The point I'm trying to tell you is that I've heard many senior lawyers from the BJP also speaking this issue, but I think because they are wearing a political hat, they will not
Okay.
educate your viewers that a shareholder is different. The
assets are different, the shareholders are different, but the moot point being, Bharatiya Sarangi, that for 10 years the ED case has been lying against Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. If it was such an open and shut case, the ED would have taken action against them, the court would have framed charges against them. None of this has happened. Now you've just added a second FIR by the Delhi police only to invoke further procedural delays.
A very good evening. I can only say that the complaint in this particular National Herald case against the Gandhi family had been registered in 2013-14 before Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji took the reins of the country in his hand. And thereafter, this family had gone to the Supreme Court and the High Court and in fact had begged for relief. But the court said you have to face the music and you have to go through the process. At this juncture, I can only say that the government of Prime Minister Modi believes in the fact that the law will take its course. Let the law take its course. ED is on job and ED is taking in cognizance all the dimensions of the case. Maybe it's taking some more time, but I think the law will be taking its course.
But ma'am, the whole point that the Congress is making is the law is taking too long a course.
Are open and above board.
The law is taking a 10-year long course. And if the case against Mr. Gandhi and Mrs. Sonia Gandhi were strong enough, the law wouldn't have to take such a long course.
See, as of now, you spoke and Mr. Madan spoke, and we have read here and there, and we are aware of the fact that things are open and above board. The matter is still pending. I understand that, but then ED has to do its job. Let's believe in the efficacy of these institutions. Let's never doubt the efficacy of these institutions. Sometimes we come out and speak against the Supreme Court, against the Election Commission of India, and now against the ED. So let them do their job. Let's have faith in and trust in the
Kapil Madan,
working of
you
these
said assets are different and shareholders are different, and dividends don't go to a Section 25 not-for-profit company. But a lot of AJL shareholders have come out and said that they were never in the know or in the loop about this change of ownership from AJL to Young India, and that they were not kept in the loop. Some of you also come out and said that they were made to sign documents that then they were later informed about this transfer of ownership.
So, Zaka, again, let me tell you, how a company functions. Company has its own, meetings. They have their own, procedure where all shareholders are invited to, vote on a particular thing. And all these data forms a part of a public record. Anyone can go check the master records from the ROC website, and they'll get to know that once these decisions are taken, these decisions are being ratified by a number of voters which are required to ratify this decision. That's precisely what I'm saying. Neither on facts, neither on law, ED has any basis.
No, but
to
Mr.
resist
Madan, tell
FIR.
me, if one of the properties that was owned by AJL was liquidated, who does the money go to? Does it not go to the shareholders of Young India or the majority owners of Young India? Why would it not go? Young India is controlled by, Young India controls AJL.
Now, Zaka, again, you can't have these are completely different situation. Issue of liquidation is different and issue of transfer of shares are different. Now, in this case, what has happened is that, shareholding of AJL has been bought over because AJL was in debt. And that's the reason why you have Young India who has shares. Now, in this entire transaction, nobody whom BJP accused has got any kind of monetary benefits. The properties, again I'm reiterating, the property of AJL remains with AJL. What BJP tries to do is they tries to have this narrative and optics that look, 2,000 crores of properties of AJL has been taken over by someone. I am sorry, this is false to their own knowledge. That's the castle that they have, built in the air, which does not have any foundation either in law or in fact.
All right, Kapil Madan, Abhishek Singhvi, we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much. We'll see how the story plays out, whether or not it has, again, political resonance, or whether, as the Congress is alleging, they are just bringing this up just ahead of a winter session, just to keep the political pot boiling.